Well, hello there, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop on in. All right. Well, new week, new us again. So we're gonna be. This is actually the closest track on iRacing, I think, to my home. Living in kind of central North Carolina. I'm not. I'm closer to Raleigh than Charlotte. So believe it or not, Kenley, North Carolina, which I believe is where Southern National is, if my memory serves me correctly, would probably be our home track per se. Hopefully we can get a decent run in here. I haven't really touched the setup yet, so we're going to do that together. Again, what we use kind of as a base to get these things kind of where we want them is we're using Missile Mike's setup. Those are available on the forums. Again, just going to the super late model section, you can find there's almost a sticky note with all his stuff on there. What's going on, Viper? So we're using his as a base just because I think that's we're not pro builders or anything like that, not in the least, but we can tweak and we can twist and do whatever, and we've got good people behind us. We'll put it that way. Dang, it's a late morning. Hell yeah, Nick. Alright, so I have no idea what even a good time is. I know it's in the low 13s. I think that Applegram was putting down 13.2s, I think. He was not sitting on pole either, so we'll have to see. But let's take a look at the setup that we've got. And again, SNM, Southern National Motorsports Park. So it's got 18s on the front. We blew up the right rear just a little bit, 20. Running more stagger. The turns are a little bit tighter, but there's a lot of banking. So we're going to leave those there. Crossweight's sitting right at 50. The one thing that I will do right away, just as a learning experience from last time, was let's fix the toe to 1/16. Leave the steering ratio as it is. And then, yeah, so sway bar, we're going to leave all that. Tape config right now, we're going to leave it 50. We want to get this car drivable first before we start throwing super tape on it or anything. But in terms of front weights and what all we got, looks like we got 450s in the front, 200 in the rear, 225 in the right rear. So taking a look at this thing, it looks like the track bar is not super high right now. So we had to make some pretty decent adjustments to loosen the car up at Myrtle Beach last week. So we'll see what we got right now, see what kind of lap times we can turn in. I think that 520 is about where we were, but let's see what this feels like. But yeah, it's raining in Indiana. Alright. Well, hopefully your house doesn't fall down there, Nick. But so let's see here. We're gonna roll out, see what kind of times and stuff we can put down, and see what the car feels like. The one thing I didn't do is check the weather and check the track temperatures, because you know that's Aaron. Right now, feels okay. It's a little bit pushy. A lot of it is we need to get the line down before we go start tweaking on stuff, so we know what we're doing. And the weird thing with Southern National is you almost are getting back on the gas brake and really see out the corner. We're almost looking out the side window to kind of sight that wall before we get up out of the corner. So, like, if you wait till you're actually seeing the straightaway, you're going to get your doors blown off. To me, it's a lot of kind of a momentum track. It feels like 1 and 2's definitely got more banking in it than 3 and 4 does.
Go down low. Car stop down low. Go high. Go high. Slow car down low. We have a car stop down low. Go high. Go high.
So you can see we're kind of running inconsistent lap times. Like 2 laps ago we ran the quickest lap that we've run, I believe.
Slow car down low.
Kissing the apron, we can't do that. So anyway, that's about 10 laps. So let's see what it looks like, see what the tire wears look like and everything, and then kind of analyze from there. Yeah, well, a lot of it, Ryan, is that we're figuring it out. I mean, we're going in cold here, and this is why you can't just jump into a racetrack, practice for 2 seconds, whether it's fixed or open, and go out there and expect to be any kind of successful. You're just not. You're setting yourself up for failure if you do that. But let's go. Well, first of all, before we do that, what the hell are we doing here? So let's go to the info here. Track temperature is 68 degrees. It was hot as hell here today. Well, not really, but say in North Carolina, it was about 78 degrees today. It was warm, and believe it or not, they're supposed to get down into like the 40s this weekend or something like that. I don't know. It's all hearsay, but. Let's go to the garage here real quick and see what our temperatures look like. Pretty even on the front, a little bit much on the inside, just a touch though. Pretty even across the left front, fairly even across the left rear, fairly even across the right rear. The inner bead of the left rear is not doing too much, but even after 10 laps, I mean, we'd only worn 1% off here. So in terms of what we want to do to try and play around with it, yeah, seriously, Nick, trust me, the weather's going nuts around here too. But yeah, so let's go into the chassis. One thing that okay, so we got the fuel filled to 5 gallons. 89, I think I'm going to bump this to a 93, because I mean, we're bumping across the rev limiter like real early. Track's got a lot of banking, so we don't need a ton of camber. On like a flat track, you use a lot of camber. The camber on the left side definitely is posted up. I mean, that's really pulling us around the inside. But yeah, in terms of everything else, I mean, let's go out one more time. We only bottomed out, I think it was like once. Let's go put in a couple more laps and see what the car feels like. It is. So I was watching Lou's stream from like, God, were you streaming at like 3 a.m. this morning? Because if so, that's ridiculous. Alright, so let's see if we can put another 10 laps together.
Go low.
Oh, we can't do it like that.
All clear, all clear.
And again, this is the kind of issue you run into in practice when people are just kind of going. And the track is really small. And I've forgotten to say that. This track, if people wreck, oh my God, this track gets really narrow. So I think we actually brought the gear the wrong way, to be honest with you. Back in the pits here for 1 second. I want to see something. That's alright. Viz made a very nice video for us. But before we get too far, it's time to head to the mountains of Bush. Well, in my defense, that wasn't a great one. Mainly just because this can is destroyed. And this can like didn't even open. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let me take a look at the times and stuff. I mean, 491's not bad. It's not going to put us on the pole or anything like that. But let's go kind of hone this line a little bit. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see kind of where we're giving stuff up and what's a quick line here. So one big piece of information I can tell you guys, and this is invaluable to me, informational. It's not realistic at all. But if we go over here to options, go to lap data, put in your all-time optimal lap. All right, and that way when we're on track, we'll be able to see our splits over there. And we'll be able to watch kind of a rolling ticker on the screen here. And I have it up for most cars, and seems like it changes per car almost. And it kind of resets itself, you know, when there's like an update. So we just had one today. So we could have got back to the gas there, but again, just not familiar enough. Alright, so that was kind of like taking like a wider kind of arc in. And I remember this is a track that I had built a setup for a long time ago. And basically I had the thing set so it almost pivoted on the nose. I mean, you could take a really shallow line like this, and the thing would almost just slip the rear end and go. And the thing was just consistently quick. The lap times never really just fell off because you were just sliding the whole time. I mean, overall, the thing's not super loose up off the corner, which is kind of what I'm wanting to see. Just because if it's loose up off the corner, I know it's turning. So you can take that line where we're kind of diving in low and then coming up a little bit, or you can arc it around all the way through. Yeah. I didn't 2v2. So, just to kind of play around with some stuff and to see where we're at. We haven't really made any changes other than the tow. Let's go to the garage just to see what it'll do. Our tire wear looked pretty damn good it was at 99% after 10 laps. We're only going to go 4 times that. So I don't know, the easiest thing to do is always throw camber in it to try and help the front, turn. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's raise the track bar up to 925. Yeah, and that's kind of what I had read. I like stagger in the back. Everybody seems to get on me for doing it, but here, let's pull this back then. So we were at 850. That'll help the thing turn up off the corner, just you wait. Actually, hold on, we gotta go back to the garage here. We just added a 1/4 inch to that height, I believe. So we go to apply, go back to the chassis, check our ride height, 347, come over here. And it should be just a 1/4 inch stagger. Yeah, so I mean, I only raised it up a little bit because that's a 1/4 inch divided by 2 because you got half the circumference on one end of the tire and half on the other that's not touching the ground. So that's about right. Really, you should have raised it up.
I was just wondering that.
3.5, but whatever. So we'll leave that there. Rear end ratio. Where are we at right now? We're at a 493. We're at an 89. Let's move it back. I think we went the wrong way. Let's move it to an 86. See how that feels, especially since we got a little bit more stagger in it. Give it a little bit longer gear. It'll definitely get us loose out, the stagger will. And it will also get you loose in, I believe, too, Lou. I think that's what you were saying before, just with that much stagger in the back, it'll help kind of move the car all around. Yeah, we got under the apron right there. That was my fault. So we're just kind of playing with it right now, just to see. We're just kind of running around different lines and such, just to try and see what this car can and can't do. Car's definitely feels like it's tighter in 3 and 4. Honestly, it just feels like there's less banking in 3 and 4. That's really what it feels like. Alright. It feels pretty good. Definitely seems to be a little bit pushy through the center. I think some of it's just me. But yeah, I would agree with that. It definitely feels like it. I dialed it back to 1.6 low. So we're sitting at 1.6. The cross weight, the thing is super even right now. It's at 49. And again, I mean, you can read the blurb at the bottom. Percent of the vehicle weight on the left rear and the right front tires. More cross weight. All right, more understeer in your left-hand turns, right? So meaning the car's going to be looser, you know, the more cross weight you got. Or sorry, less cross weight you got. So again, that number goes down, the car gets looser, I believe. 510 gear. It's kind of tight into the center-ish. I mean, we could probably fix it with brake bias, to be honest. It's not like it's horrible pushing. Really, I mean, we need to run more than like 3 laps. I mean, that's really what we need to do. So we've got the time. You know, we'll spend 5 minutes here and just run a couple laps and just see what it feels like. But I mean, right now, 398. People are down in the ones. Well, there's Speak of the Apple Grin Devil. There he is. So, yeah, I mean, we can get down there. I'm fairly confident, but like I said, the thing will be fine when we throw tape on it. We know that. We know we're gonna get faster when we put tape on it. Yeah, let's try the brake bias real quick because it's a really easy thing to do. No, not like that. Come on. Alright, we just keep getting down too damn low. I mean, it looks like by the numbers and everything, most people are down in the 3s.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
God. Alright, let's put in 2 decent laps here and then we'll call it in.
Go high.
Up off the bottom there ain't the way to go around. Yeah, so let's see what that looks like here. My feeling is that it's probably going to be about the same. Probably. I mean, the car feels pretty good. It's a little bit it's tough to say because the laps go by so damn quick here, but you know, the rear tires and that's the other thing too. You got to remember with this specific track, you cannot pit here. If you pit, you're gonna go a lap down, guarantee it. So let's hop out, take a look at the temperatures and whatnot. So yeah, 198. Well, first of all, how many laps do we run? Let's compare apples to apples here. Let's go laps. That was 30 to 42, so that was 12 laps. So we should have a little bit more temperature in the tires, but nothing super dramatic. So 198s, 199, still at 99. Again, I mean, the car feels okay. So let's try one more thing to try and loosen it up just a little bit. The one thing that helped really through the center when we were at Myrtle was moving the left rear down rather than jacking up the right rear. So I mean, that's one thing that we can try. Yeah, no, look, I watched, what's up, Jerry? I watched Jeff's race that he did. He did not sit on the pole. And I think he was running in race trim 3s and 4s. So I think that we're fine in terms of like race trim and everything. And I'm not slamming the car and I'm not driving it super, super hard. So I think that we're okay there. But let's do this. Let's move this down a half a round. The car feels okay in. I mean, in terms of center, I mean, what do you think's best? Lou, what do you think is best in terms of your center adjustment? I always thought it was air pressure. But that was just me. So, okay. So we won't then. What if we split it then? What if we went a quarter up and a quarter down? Alright, so you want to just, alright, let's do that. So let's just go up to 9 and see what the car feels like. And again, this is why we need Lou. For all those tips like, well, if you move that, that's definitely going to be more loose in than it would be loose off. Alright, so let's see if we can get in a couple laps here.
Slow car down low.
So we gotta get around him. So this lap will be a wash. It definitely turns. It definitely turns coming off, I'll say that.
Go high.
So we we went green through that last section there. So, I mean, it's definitely better in 3 and 4. To me, it feels like the thing definitely turns much better. At the same time, with there being less banking there, my experience in the past has been, if you're going to lose your shit from getting loose up off the corner, it's generally off of 4.
Outside. Still there. All clear, all clear. Have a slow car on the bottom, slow car down low. Car stops down low. Go high.
That was not good. We were in there a little bit shallow. Oh man. Sometimes you get up out the groove and it just really just kind of sails on it. That's the one thing I noticed with this car is if you seem to get out of the groove, yeah, I'll bet you the rear is definitely hotter now. If you get yourself up out of the groove, well, I mean, we didn't run the same amount of laps. I think we only ran like 7 laps right there. So, yeah, 4 to 3, so it's like 8 laps. So yeah. But let's go back to the garage. Sensei Lou says you want to drop 250 on the rear. It feels okay in. I mean, the thing that's tough is, I mean, we don't have enough experience in this sim, in this car, to be able to just run flat out consistent laps every single time. So when you watch one of Lou's streams, he is so consistent when he hits those lines. It is the same lap every single time. Applegren's the same way. I just don't have that finesse with the car yet. I just have not turned enough laps in this car to do that. And I think some of it's experience in the car, some of it's just some of it's driver skill. Let's just be straight here. So we moved it down to 725. Let's see exactly what that does for us. Keep in mind we still have like 5 gallons in the tank, so we're running on full load around here. Oh, it turns. It turns. Nah, we missed a line right there. That wasn't the car, that was me. That was our quick lap time right there, so I mean, take that for what that's worth. The car doesn't feel unstable, so let's try and put in some more laps. We're going to be heading over into the race session here in a second, which honestly we need to do, because I don't think we're actually registered for that session yet. So, I had posed this question before. Honestly, it feels pretty good, Viz. I mean, it definitely turns, I'll say that. I mean, you look at our optimal, even this is without full tape, where our optimal's 279. I feel like I'm okay with that. I mean, that'll at least get us competitive here. So, question. Jeff. Awesome. Yeah, we'll be doing this one, Jeff. So, question. Can you register for another session while in a practice. So if we go onto the desktop and we withdraw from this session and register for the actual session, will it actually pull us over in the sim? Because that's one thing that sucks, having to back totally out of the sim to register to get back into the sim. It just seems silly. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, that's what we're doing right now, by the way. What is the optimal time? I don't know. Yeah, I'd ask Jeff. He's been doing more practice in here than I am. So while we've got a second here, and like I said, the car feels pretty good. Just so we know what it's going to feel like, let's go out here. Let's slap full tape on it. Let's pull the gas down. It's going to play with the crossweights just a little bit. And you look at what it did to the ride height before that, just with the different adjustments and stuff that we've done. I think it was sitting up at like, I mean, raise the rear, you know, a little bit. So let's see what this will do. So it looks like Brad Mahar's down in the flats. But let's see what our car will do.
Go high.
Got in there a little bit hot. With that tape on the front, the thing is definitely tighter. At least it feels that way. You know, it feels like we just gotta stop. Yeah, too hot. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Since the thing's still super stable in with all the tape on it and everything, let's pull some more brake out of it. And doing that basically is going to put more brake in the rear. It's going to help it turn on entry, or while we're on brakes anyway. Just going to make the back of the car lighter. Alright, that was too much and we were on too late. Too much brake.
Go low. Outside. Clear high. Clear high. We have a car stopped down low.
Man, it's funny. The car feels totally different. A lot of it is it doesn't have the gas in it. So let's do this. Rather than playing around with that, let's go back to the garage. Go back in here. Let's put some fuel gap back in it. And run that with the tape and see what that feels like. Because ultimately we want comfortability more than anything. I pulled the fuel all the way down. And just at 2 gallons. And like I said, just made the car too tight. So let's get a quick lap in. We're going to put a little bit of brake bias back in it, since now we've got weight in the back. down on the flat. That ain't the place to be. Yeah, not a huge thing. Yeah. Alright. Come on, back up. No, he didn't. Quit. Quit, and then... Let's see what we got here. Because we did not forget to register. We did do that. It just doesn't pull you over. And that's what I was curious about. Does it actually pull you over by itself, or do you have to manually go over? And it looks like we do. But anyway, so let's get this rolling. Let me in. Let me in, let me in. So we're going to miss a couple minutes of practice, but not a big deal. I swear, trying to drink anything out of a can that's like all bulging on the top, it's like trying to drink out. It's like trying to drink from the far side of the glass. It's terrible. I'm gonna tip this can to my face. I'm having pull tab go up my nose. That's fine. All right, so we're over and we're in. Welcome to the race session. Yeah, so we're gonna be the 3-car. God damn it. All right, well, so be it. But the cool thing is we've got 21 cars in here, so we've got people who are gonna go home. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. So let's check the info. Oh god, the track is way hotter. Way, way hotter. All right. Well, we built our track, our setup under 65 or 67 degrees, and it's now 84 degrees. So let's take a look at the results. Yeah, everybody slowed way down. Let's go to the garage. So we're gonna have to play around with this thing a little bit, I think. But let's pull the full tape off and go out and make a lap and see what it feels like. Why are my cans bulging? Alright, no, that's cool. I wasn't driving. I wasn't driving. That's fine. I wasn't trying to leave the pits.
Go high. Low car ahead. Oh man, we got one stopped up ahead. Go high. Go low.
Like, why would you just leave it parked there? You know what I mean?
Low car down low. Go low. We got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Feels okay. Definitely feels like the rear end is a little bit loose.
Got one stopped up high.
I mean, we can power up out of that corner, though. Most people are going to be the 8s. Brad will be down in the 5s. Yeah, again, the thing just loses grip. But welcome to a hot track, you know? It kind of is the case. I think the big thing will be not overdriving the entries here. Like we're so good at doing. I haven't actually watched a lap here. Nor will I get to. What was our quick lap? 8:07, let's watch that one. So you can see it just scraping up on the track just a little bit, not bad. So our 8:07 was actually up here on the high side. It's honestly, it just feels like it just lacks grip at this point. It's a little bit floaty in, it's a little bit loose in. On throttle there, it seemed like the longer we ran, it definitely got just a little bit greasy. You know, coming to like, you know, right about here. You know, so either way, let's go over here. Let's throw tape on it. And and we're not going to make any hero adjustments or anything like that. Let's just throw the tape on it, apply, be done. Let's go to the results because this track's pretty quick. Yeah, Brad will be down at 3. So I don't know what'll happen here. Obviously with the hot temperatures, it'll make a difference, you know, just that bit of downforce, because we'll have actual grip. We're not super loose. I mean, it's not undrivable, not at all. Hot trucks, hot dogs, slick wieners. Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna leave it right here. So let's go out. See what we got now. The brake bias is at 46 right now. Let's pull that to 4, man. Yeah, let's put it right there.
Here comes your first time left. One more lap.
Oh man, did we miss that? Maybe we had a really good 1 and 2. We just threw it all away right there. Oh my god. So yeah, 7.
There's the checkered flag.
7. If we didn't throw it away in 3 and 4, that second lap I think would have probably been. It would definitely have been in the 6s. Oh well. Close only counts, and horseshoes and hand grenades. Oh man. Well. That's not bad. I mean, in terms of how many cars are here and everything, if we could put down a time that sticks like that, man, dude, I'm enthused with that. I am enthused. Alright, let's get down here to the Knievels. Alright, well, never mind. Fine, be like that. Alright, so we're going to wait, it looks like. And nope, we're going to be gridding up in the front here, so let's go back into the garage. Go to the chassis. We'll move it down to 50. This is a good question for you. Can you run 75% tape in a heat? My experience, you can make it about 9 laps, and then the thing lets go. So you could do it. The question is, would you?
All right, man. Line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
Yeah, I love that everybody's fast except for we're the 3 car. But you got 1, 2, and 3 starting 1, 2, 3 in heat 1. So most guys are going to be pretty even. We'll need to finish in the top 7 here to transfer direct in, which we absolutely need to do. I don't trust myself to get into a B main. We don't need to do it. We're on the bottom. We have no reason to go to a B main. None. So let's make this happen. Yeah, I mean the track time's 84, so I mean 50%.
One car.
So the whole reason I'm asking is because I saw 2 people do it last week at Myrtle Beach when it was about 60s, when it was in the 60s there, and seriously, right on the cool down lap, engine's blown up. So we're gonna roll off in second gear. We know that much. I think that we should be good on that. So we'll leave the relative up, keep an eye on the 1 car, and try to not make an ass out of ourselves in turn 1 here.
Green, green, green.
Okay. That was fast.
My bad.
You got one outside. Good job. The next car is clear. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
thing really digs. It feels like you can really kind of pull underneath people coming off the corners, which is nice. I think this might be a really good short run setup, but not necessarily a long run, but we'll find out the hard way. So like I said, he's definitely a little bit loose. Definitely a little bit loose on entry and a little bit loose off. But overall, I mean, the car feels quick. We'll take that. Nobody caught us, but I don't know what happened with the guy on the outside of us there at the start. Whether he got hit or just lost it. Or...
I had 9 in the car. I didn't mean to hit you walk.
Anyway, so let's go back. No. Boom. Let's watch what happens to this 9 car, because like I say, he just comes right down the hill. Kills us. Oh man, he gets blasted. He gets killed by the 16. I don't know what's going on there, but he was definitely rolling. But that's good. I mean, heat 1, we finished second, so that means we're going to be starting pretty much exactly where we were in that heat, on the inside second row. So we'll take it. Appreciate it. Thanks, Eerie Wolf Gaming. T-Ball, good to have you on. Yeah, Steve, I don't know about that. Hey, Chris. Mr. Moderator. Come on, let's get live here. Alright, so Heat 2 is on the track. Do we have a cool camera pack? Of course we don't. Now, does TV2 stay in one angle the whole time? It does not. Let's go TV3. What I want to do is zoom in just a hair so we can kind of see shit. But they're going to be coming to the green here.
Green, green, green.
And off they go. Pretty clean start. 10, trying to look there. Ooh, man. So Chase is like just, at least in 3 and 4 there, I mean, he just like parked the bus. 10's gonna take a look under the 6. Oh, the 6 says no the hell way. Whoa. Damn. Leslie was like, I am not giving that shit up. Nope. 10's quicker, no doubt. Oh, 10 gets a shot from the 20. 20's going to be looking right here. 10's probably pissed as all hell. Oh, man, 20 goes around. And there goes the 10 around. Everybody's loose off, man. Oof. No passovers. Oh, no, no, no. Don't wreck. Don't wreck. Man, is there somebody else stabbing it into the wall back there? I heard somebody hit the wall. That guy can't keep it off the wall, John Kenny. So wow, we go from a heat of how many? 9 to a field of 7. So everybody in here now is set to transfer.
That's not good enough for Leslie over here. Wow. Straightens him out, but still kind of an ass move. Wow. Jesus. I'm glad we weren't in that heat race. Jesus. Alright. So, heat 2. Man. So, Leslie, seriously, Leslie drove it in deep. What's up, Stinson? Yeah. I don't know, Chris, if Brad Keselowski's going to win this race. I just can't wait to make the call, and they still wrecking. They're still wrecking. All right. All right, so this is your concept. We got 7 in. Looks like they're going to take 4 to the feature, so 3 are going home. Yeah. Wow. That's Rick Allen, Chris. Come on. It's already racked up a 4X. That's the only thing that sucks. Like I said, that 9 got into us hard.
Green, green, green.
Alright, keep your eye on these guys back here. The 10's got the speed, you just gotta keep the car under him. Well, that's a little bit of net code. So do we only have 5 cars on this track right now? Wow, the 20 wasting no time. So yeah, we're going to take 4 in. We got 5 on the track, so the 14's got to get going here if he wants to have any shot of getting in this feature. And I don't think he's got the mustard to get up there. 20 and the 10, they're definitely doing battle. They really don't need to be. And that 20 is definitely flying through center for sure. Cover, go homers. This is bump race. Yeah, seriously. Appreciate it, Stinson. So we're trying to kind of expand our horizons and do it open setup stuff and everything. Obviously, we can't race everything because we we got more than a job. We got plenty of stuff going on in normal life, but oh, the 20 and them get together. Oh, they're wrecking behind them. Terry Bates is going to win this race. Are they really only on lap 7? Am I crazy? I feel like they've been out there forever. Oh my god, I thought they were like coming to the line there. Holy crap. So 11 laps here. So Terry's number 1 here. Clayton holding it down. Robert's transferring. Chris is transferring. What the hell? The 20's got to get on his horse. He's got 2 laps to get around this 14. 20 did deserve that. I mean, God, he's muscled how many people up out the way, but he's closing on that 14, man. Say, Chris is good. You better start whipping that steed, because it ain't going to work. The only thing is 20's overdriving it. Keep an eye on the 14. Say, last lap. 20 ain't going to make it unless 14 makes a mistake. And Chris is going to make it. He transfers into the open. So I was just watching one of the Winstons the other day. I love watching. Dave W. is a fantastic follow, by the way, on YouTube. He posts full-length races. He posts a lot of cool stuff. So full-length qualifying, full-length Busch races, a lot of stuff from the 90s and stuff, which is really cool. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and grid up. We're going to roll off third here,
Line up on the inside row.
which I'm fine with.
Hey, let's try to have a better restart. Yeah, I'm sorry about that login, man.
16.
Everybody seems to have a bit of a thunder or two in that race.
20 did make his bid. He had a whole freaking Karma Hot Pocket delivered up, sweaty in his lap on that one, dumping everybody. And today went home with his nose caved in, so oh well. Chase love lady. Alright, well, let's try to keep it clean. 40 laps is definitely longer than you think around here. It feels like with 13-second lap times it should be over in a blink, but it's not. It'd probably be over quicker than I think it's going to be, but just try to be consistent, really try to save the tires since the track's hot, it's rubbering in. And even just in the 8 laps we were running, the thing was really starting to get pushy through the center, so. Jesus.
Nice one, buddy. Nice. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Stop.
a bunch of cars up here.
Whoever that was that just turned right into my left rear, you are an actual idiot. What, can you blink the car?
Well, we'll try to find him here. Who was it? Say, Chase, I don't know what happened there, man, but I just was trying to stay low. I mean, we weren't even into the corner really, and he was into us. So it's not like we pushed up into him. If anything, he came down. We were just higher than he was expecting us to be. But who knows? So anyway, 3 laps in, we're sitting at 8x, which is great. We're gonna be on the outside here. So Chase is lap down at this point, but it's a long race around a short track. He'll probably get his lap back if he's patient. Because he doesn't really have a lot of damage, I don't think. Well, we already got 2 cars that are down laps. So anyway, we don't really know what the car feels like because we chased it up the hill after him. Anyway.
Pit road is closed.
Well, let's try to move on. Box, box, box. No way. No way. Oh, did he end up getting clipped? I wasn't watching. I saw him up there, and then he pulled down the road right in front of us, which I'm sure was very not on purpose. I mean, we're not even pushing that hard, really. I mean...
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Hopefully the car feels okay. I mean, it seems to under pace laps, but who knows? Don't feel like we hit all that hard, but who knows?
Alright, man. Make sure green flag, green flag. Outside. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Stay low. Stay low. Good job, the next car is clear. All clear, all clear. You're in second.
Alright, it's loose.
Alright, man, caution is out.
Man, I heard somebody wreck back there.
Single file. Pit road is closed. Extra 1 car.
Outside sucks.
Yeah, I saw you like just almost put your sail out in 3 and 4 there.
And no kidding, I was like, it was so tight out there that I almost had to slam on the brakes so I hit the wall.
Well,
The good thing about the car being loose is that we could probably run the
I
high
didn't
line.
mean to pinch you there. One of those cars I was looking tight up on.
Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
He is just racing. He was pitching. It was close, but
So we're a quarter of the way through this whatever lap event. Wow, we've only got 12 cars on the lead lap. Holy crap.
You slowed down quicker than I was expecting, but I got a 4X from it, so kind of
Chase is the first car lap down right now. I mean, Chris got the lucky dog, but so Mr. last spot of the B main, running 13th in the A main. He could run for a couple laps, but I mean, it was definitely getting loose, man. He said it's gotta be a thing. I mean, honestly, all these little short cautions and stuff, this was probably playing into our favor. I mean, I think we'll be okay on a 30 lap run here. 25 lap run, rather.
Right when the caution comes out.
But the more laps we get on these tires, the more careful we're going to have to be on the restarts, I think. But again, it's the first time we run here this week, so don't really know what the car's going to be like on restarts because we haven't done it yet.
Alright.
Talking in code back there in the field.
You know, because I'm out here trying to get 4X's under caution.
Alright, man. Line up on the outside road now.
So the bummer is we're going to be on the outside here. I much rather would have been where we were before.
Get ready. Alright, don't pass the one car. Alright, man. Green flag, green flag. The road is now open. You got one.
Sorry, Aaron.
Get up now, 3 wide. Hold your line.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, getting run over by everybody, and then you can't see a car on the top. Oh, we got kicked around the fucking corner. That's what happened. If you're gonna run the high line, I mean, you gotta back it up.
The road is now open.
Started 12, got plowed lap 1, and I'm up to 6 now. Nice.
Fucking stupid, man. Just getting run the fuck over.
I mean, I was just kind of stuck out there myself, but I didn't realize you were slowing up that much. I don't know if I got in the back of you. It looked like you got loose first, but I could be wrong.
No, we didn't.
If you had a bad start, you just got to do it.
Car, catch the 6 car.
I just hate that half our race is already over. Cautions.
Yep. And here we are back here in 9th. It's stupid just getting your shit run over. How many times in that one corner? Once by the 5. Right, so we got run over by the 5. And it wasn't like that. I mean, after we touched and got sent up the hill, then he hit us again and just kind of, we rode up into the wall. And that's fine. And we kind of limp off the corner out of the exit of 2. And I got 2 guys that can't figure it the fuck out coming off of 2. I mean, discretion's the better part of valor here, and that it really cannot be said enough. Like, you literally have to just be patient sometimes. If you're side by side with somebody, I mean, you know you're gonna wreck. I mean, you know you guys are about to wreck. Just somebody back out. Yeah, we'll probably be okay. I mean, just so long as the car's okay, which I have no idea right now.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row. It's the 5 car.
If only you believe. I don't know if we believe in Kenny right now, but maybe we will a little bit later.
Ready. Green flag, green flag.
Had a short shift that right there, because that was going to be dangerous.
You got one outside. Still there. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear.
Sorry, didn't go together enough.
You're clear.
I got put behind myself.
Outside. Stay low.
Yeah, I just got caught by the 11, which put me into you. Oh, okay.
Stay low.
13 can't fucking go.
I didn't mean that 13, that was my bad.
Stay low.
The car's definitely down on power. I mean, look at this thing. We're getting our freaking ass killed.
Still there. Single car ahead. Stay low, go low.
Back out.
Caution is out, caution is out. Line up single file.
So yeah, we got no speed right
That
now.
was my bad, 13. I didn't mean to.
So this car's a dog.
I'm not the one that got wrecked off of it.
Which really doesn't make any sense. I mean,
That's
that's
a good
that's
save.
kind of
I
a
didn't
complaint
mean
I
to
have
give
with
you that
iRacing
loose.
in
I
terms
didn't
of
mean to
like
get into you.
just being down on power. I feel like you can rub the wall and all of a sudden you're down like 20 horsepower. I don't get it.
Too deep.
You're all good.
Pit road is now open.
We're up to 6. And I'll tell you what, man, that 13 car in front of us is a piece of shit. That car is slow as fuck. I don't even know how many X's we have at this point. It ain't good though, I'll tell you that. I can't, Chris, trust me.
6. Car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Chandler the Interpol Tracy. It's funny, I was watching an iRock race the other day. An old iRock race, you know, commentated by Paul Page. And him saying Paul Tracy's name just rings in my mind. You can just hear it. But we're gonna be on the outside.
You guys haven't noticed me blinking at all this race, have you?
Stupid people can't get out of each other's way.
No, I've been behind you most of the race. I haven't seen you blink.
But we're gonna get
There's
killed.
a little bit of a quality issue there. I saw on my meter.
Pit road
I
is
saw you
closed.
blink when one of the first yellows came out, but it was only under yellow and for a split second.
I mean, I might just need to reset my router or something.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't anything major. It was just for a little bit and it was under yellow, so.
So we'll hang in the best that we can. I mean, how many cars are left here?
Coming from a personal computer on the left.
Say we pretty much got a top 10 in the bag, so long as we can keep the thing on the track.
Line up on the outside
Yeah.
road now.
Just gonna probably reset it. It's yellow again right now, so let me know. You don't mind.
Get ready. Green flag, green flag. Take start. Inside. All clear, all clear. You got one inside. You're up top.
I mean, in all fucking seriousness here,
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Past the 18 car. Past the 6 car. Past the 13 car. Past the 9 car.
seriously, come on, guys.
Past the 8 car. Past the 8
I mean,
car.
13, I didn't mean to stick it in there, but you can't leave 3/4 of a lane open on the bottom. Either you're going to go at the bottom or you're going to go at the top.
Pit road is now open.
Well, that's twice that you tried to wreck me, and this time you actually did wreck me, and you wrecked half the
I'm
field.
gonna say, this
along
is
with
not the
me,
first
so.
time these two idiots have gotten together.
Yeah, and I could bitch that whoever wrecked everyone in the first lap in the first corner wrecked me too, but I'm not.
Got the lucky dog. Let it by on the outside. On the outside.
That's me in the 8.
It happens, it's short track, but
I
you
know, but
can't
at the same
just
time, see, again,
leave
there's just nothing you
3/4
can
of the
do.
lane open in the bottom and not expect someone to stick it in there with 10 to go.
I need to get left now.
And really, I was on the brakes, I didn't mean to get into you.
I mean, I will say this, the 13 seems to be a little bit slow through the center, because I touched him through the center once.
That's pretty much what happened. Because I wasn't expecting it, and
I mean, the
couldn't
one
get on
lap,
the
I mean, he
brakes quick enough.
worked it, but
I'm running the exact same lines I've been running the entire race, and I haven't had an issue except for now, so.
Past the 18 car.
well, our car's beat to hell. We're gonna be on the inside line, thank God. There's only 10 cars on the lead lap right now, so I wish somebody would just nose it into the wall and just kill this race. Just stupid, man. Like, we should be in second or third.
Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
But just wait, we'll wreck again, we'll get DQ'd, whatever. Because, I mean, what? We've got... Yeah, I mean, we're at least 12x right now, at least. No, we're at 16x. One more X, we're out of here, I believe.
Green flag, green flag. Alright, man, safe cars. You got one outside. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. You're clear high, clear high.
I mean, the thing's a dream through the center, especially in 1 and 2, but we just got nothing on the straightaways.
That's all my fault, damn it. I'm so sorry.
All
I
clear, all
tried to
clear.
spin it down there so to stay low.
Alright, man, caution is out.
Jesus
Caution
fucking
is
Christ.
out.
Can't even get around the broken car here.
One more left to go. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what
Well, we'll end up with 7th.
Pit road is now
me
open.
getting her apron. I'm sorry.
That's alright, man.
Checkers.
I'm gonna watch this replay, but I'm pretty sure I was on the bottom.
There's the flag.
Good race, bud.
Great job, driver.
Yep, stop right there. Good. Why do people do that? Yeah, he has been apologizing. Anyway, so this should be entertaining anyway. So let's go back to the beginning here. Not the beginning there, but let's see. Our car, probably about right there. So let's see what happens with us and the 8. Well, to be honest, I think we're a hell of a lot higher than he thought we were going to be.
Well, I mean, if you're in here, I just watched.
And we didn't wash up into him, but
you did
we definitely were
slide up
not
right into the left rear, so.
stuck right to the bottom. And the 5's following us in just the same, but I mean the 8's
Actually, it was
arcing it
wrong,
down
I
like
think.
fucking crazy, so. The 8 just got freaking packed by everybody.
Well, that's what I thought. I didn't even think I was up under 2.
God, look at that.
That's why I kind of...
Super
I
jump!
don't understand why it turned you.
Well, honestly, I think had the 3 not came in and never lifted into my left rear again, I probably would have had it saved, and probably both would have had it saved, but the 3 just came in and never lifted.
Well, you guys couldn't get out of each other's way for God knows how many laps. I mean,
And you know what they say, don't get yourself in the back if you don't want to run in the back.
Alright, let's try to do better next time, guys. Sorry about the incident.
yeah, again, I mean, I'm sorry to be back there with you guys, believe me. Anyway, so that was that pretty much.
Well, that was the entire demolition derby, the entire field, so it's not like anybody came unscathed.
Pretty much. So let's go again. Let's go back to TV3, I guess. And got a good start right here. Got into the 4. I mean, the car felt really good. That's the thing that's really unfortunate. Is the car really did feel good. Yeah, he did. He did run. I mean, but again, we were running up a little bit higher than I think he thought we would be. Yeah, we cleared the 5 right there, and then
You're literally accelerating into my left rear. What are you doing?
me?
Yeah, you.
Trying to push
push you two clowns out of the damn way?
After I get turned, you literally accelerate into my left rear.
Well, I wasn't missing you, I'll tell you that.
Well, if you would have checked up, you probably could have went high and missed me. And then
got an ass packed by everybody behind me. You guys were already wrecked. It didn't make a difference.
Hey, he's, you know, pissed that whatever happened, he was in the back of the field, and he didn't care at that point.
he was in the back of the field driving like that.
Say, I got dumped from up front, which is fine. You know, but I mean, you two got together once before. I had gotten to the 13 once before and let off. Alright? Again, I mean, you guys were wrecked in front of me. I had hit the 11, and you guys were basically stopped.
So that gives you a good excuse to just never lift into my left rear?
What are you pissed about? You're already wrecked. Like, I don't... Did I do more or less damage to you sitting there?
I probably could have had a shot at saving it because I hit the left rear and the right rear with my left front, and that would have straightened me out a little bit, but, you know. And then afterwards, you decided to just back up into me. You need to use your brain a little bit when you're racing, bud.
Alright.
The three car is wrecked as much or more than both of our cars.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you had more power than me. You couldn't pass me on the outside. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody was junk. I mean, I get that everybody wrecked and everybody's ticked off at everybody else, but it really doesn't make a difference.
Right, so you're saying your argument's not relevant because everyone was junk, but you apparently forwarded through the other guy.
If you go watch his cockpit and listen to his input, after he hits you, the 11 in the back end, he just nails the gas. Doesn't even get it.
Yeah, I mean, we did.
Most of the cars on track.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you... Okay.
I can see why.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you guys want to actually see my point of view, you can go to YouTube and watch it.
I don't need to, because I can see or I can hear you just hitting the gas.
Okay, and I told you why I did that. So, I mean, we disagree. Are we done?
You did it because you don't care. And you don't have a brain, apparently.
Okay.
You want to explain to me why you just backed up into me after the fact?
I thought everybody else had cleared. If I hit you, I don't even know if I did. I haven't even gotten to that point watching all the wrecks at this point.
Well, there's 3 cars behind you, and if you're looking at your relatives like any normal person would, you would have called me.
So you want me to be looking at my relative as I'm sitting sideways on the middle of the track?
Before you back up into the middle of the track, preferably, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, let's get to this part. So, let's go back, because I wasn't even paying a fucking attention. Because I think this is where... I mean, we were fine, and we got hit by the 5. So we get sent up the hill. The 12 is on the fucking apron. What the hell? So we got cars flipping down the back straightaway, whatever. So we end up back here. So let's just go to the chase. Again, look at these guys pull us down the straightaway. So the 11 dumps the 13 right there. There's the 10 again. So we're here. 13 kind of parks the bus, but we tapped him and we let him go. I mean, we're not trying to wreck anybody. I mean, again, the 11's got more power than we do and just cannot get by. I mean, we're just trying to hold our own here. So we fast forward, and we're back under caution. Alright, so the next restart on the outside. Again, I don't know why the 13 thinks he's going to save this. like, he's still wrecked in the center of the track. I mean, we're trying to clear so we don't go a lap down. That's what we're trying to do. Because that pace car isn't waiting for anybody. That's why we're doing what we're doing. If this was a big track, hell yeah, we'll sit there and wait for everything to clear out. But I mean, we had already been sitting there stopped for a little bit. I mean, everybody's going to clear, probably ought to clear by now. Like, 14 just stopped. Yeah. This is what he's mad about. So, what he's mad about is the fact that we stepped on the gas. Because at this point, here's what happens. So we get in here, and we're on the brakes. We're entering normal. Everything's fine. The 13's running half a groove up, like he's been doing. The 11 hits him for, what, the third time or the second time? And he stops, and we get into him. So we're in the gas, so we stop, because I think he's just spinning, but the 13's there. So if you take a look, you can just watch the pedals. So we stopped. And then, yeah, we're standing on the gas at that point. And again, I mean, I don't really know what he's pissed about, considering he's already junked. I get like that, but it really didn't add any X's or anything to him. So we ended up with 16X. We lived to tell the goddamn tale. God, we tried our best to try and get disqualified, that's for sure. That is what he's mad about, Chris. I don't get it. Oh, man. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? John Hess. Friggin' leader of the free world. John Hess for president. John Hess for president. Starting the buttons right now. We're building our policy on racecraft and everything else. But I think that was really pretty much it. There was one other wreck at the end. I'll let that play out. But what I'll do in the meantime is I will go ahead, pull up the results. We are going to take it in the freaking teeth on safety rating, but that is what it is. So we'll take that, but let's go ahead and pull this up here. And again, I mean, people are going to have differences of opinion. Could we have stopped right then and there? We could have. I mean, we could have. But the thing you got to remember is you've got a pack of cars behind you. They're all going to be in about the same kind of thing. I have no idea. I mean, why he is so adverse to what we did. Standing on the gas to try and push somebody who's already wrecked out of the way so we can just continue forward. I mean, we got two junk cars in front of us. I don't know. I mean, I would be mad because I got wrecked. But, I mean, the 13, honestly, was not very quick. I mean, we'll put it this way. His fastest lap time in that whole feature race was 14.4. Alright, Brad's was a 13.5. Ours was a 13.9. So, I mean, our fastest lap was a half a fucking second faster than him. But it is what it is. And once we're down on that much power, there's just not a lot we can do. So, let me go ahead and we will transition you guys over to the desktop. And we'll pull up these race results so you guys can see what I see. So it's a single split, 20 odd cars. But again, when that happens, you end up with people all over the map in terms of iRating. So Brad's up here with a 6,000 iRating. And then we had, what, 20 cars show up? And then our 20 car here has an 805. Oh. What's up? Awesome. So much crying. So much crying. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, in terms of safety rating, yeah, we'll get our ass kicked. 53. Whatever. We only lose 2 in iRating. I don't know how that works, but I don't know. I mean, I guess the people who did finish up in this were somewhat close. But I mean, it just seemed like some people just didn't even lose. I mean, the 16 car finishes dead last. He only loses 27 in iRating. I don't know. Seems kind of strange, but whatever. We didn't get hurt that bad. I mean, we did finish 7th through the 3 cars, so it shouldn't really be that bad. I mean, honestly, we really should have gained iRating if this was a stronger split. But it is what it is. So, anyway, I think that is probably going to do it for us. Yeah, post alert. That's probably going to do it for us. Again, I mean, what can you do? I mean, people are going to be upset at short track. But the good thing is, out of all of this, I think the car is pretty good. So we'll definitely run here again, and I'm sure it was entertaining for you guys. And again, it's one thing to get really mad, you know. Am I furious? No. I mean, is it frustrating? I mean, like, what the hell with that? Like, why do people just stop? Why? What's the point? But anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. I hope it was at least entertaining for you guys, which I think it usually is. But anyway, you can leave a like, subscribe, get notifications when we go live, and hang out in the chat with everybody in here. And throw your hat in the ring with what you think we should do if we do any more of these open setups. So, oh man. We started with missile mic setup, and then we just tweaked it a little bit. But you can go back to the beginning of the stream and you can see that. But the car's getting better. It is. The car is getting better. A lot of that is the help of Lou, who's Visual Racing. Again, you guys should check out his channel. If you want to see somebody run super consistent laps in VR, that's the channel to watch. So anyway, I appreciate you guys on the stream. And again, thank you guys so much. And until next time, take care.